from Naomi's Home Health, thyroid and autoimmune expert, and teaching you to create new habits, improve some things in your life to feel better. So this one habit that took me so long to nail in my healing journey, in my continuous health journey, is drinking herbal tea. It took me years. I have never been into drinking tea or coffee. Hot drinks are not my thing at all, really. So I lived in the UK for 3 years and people were determined to get me to drink tea, and I just couldn't take to it. And that was just, black tea. But when I started this healing journey, you see a lot of things about different herbs that are going to help you with different sorts of symptoms or things that are going on in your body. And I would read about it and think, geez, I really need to drink some of that lemon balm tea, or geez, I really need some nettle leaf, or whatever it was. And I just never would drink it. I had plenty of herbal teas in my cupboard, and I might have one here and there, and it never became a habit. And it's not been until probably the last 18 months when I've really started to dive into having a couple of herbal teas a day. I probably have 2 to 3 a day now, and I actually look forward to having the tea. It's like, oh, I could have a cuppa. I've never been able to say that, which is a very English thing to say. Or, my parents and grandparents used to sit down and have a cuppa together. But now I'm actually right into it. And it was because I didn't go, right, I'm going to dive in and drink all this tea and really turn myself off it. I gradually, I might have had a cup here and there, and that's okay. You don't have to do everything all the time. You're trying hard enough as it is. It's hard to get your health on track. It's hard to feel better. There's a lot of distractions, delicious coffee or different drinks. Maybe if you're into alcohol instead of tea, or there's a lot of distractions that we can have. Foods where we choose that over things that are going to benefit our health. So it's not that easy. I totally get it. And I didn't just go through my healing journey like, well, I'm going to do this and that's it. You see a lot of influencers, you see a lot of people on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, and they're eating healthy and they're doing all this stuff. And that might not be the case 24/7. I still get distracted with different foods and things. It's hard. I'm a foodie. I love to cook. I love to feed people. And bread and cheese are the best foods in the world. Why are they not superfoods? My body doesn't love them, but my taste buds do. So sometimes it's hard to not fall into the trap of doing something different. But when you are still trying and you are still making the improvements and you are still, doing the things that you need to do some of the time, you will start to do it more often, and you will start to get better at it, and you will start to create a habit. If it takes a bit longer, that's okay. It doesn't have to take a month. You don't have to be drinking 3 cups of herbal tea straight away. You don't have to be, changing what you're doing, the whole package straight away. I don't work that way. I work with my clients. It's like, let's make a few small changes, improvements, I call them. Let's make some improvements to what you're already doing. Focus on what we're going to add into our life more so than focusing on what we're going to take away. We do need to take away some things. That's the way it is. But sometimes we just need to look at what we're already doing and improve on that, or, just do a couple of things so it's not so overwhelming. Because if someone said to me, I had to drink 3 cups of tea, a couple of years ago straight away, and I had to do that, I would have just not done it ever. It would have never been a thing in my life, but it has helped me. So, I started drinking lemon balm tea because I had a lot of the Epstein-Barr virus still in my body, the pathogens, and lemon balm's really good for that. I grow lemon balm in my garden. It's like mint. It grows really, really easy. So if you can get your hands on some lemon balm, pop it in your garden, because you just go and clip the tops off a few pieces and pop it in a tea strainer, pour some hot water over it, add a little bit of honey, and it's fine. It tastes really nice. It's a nice flavor, but it helps calm your nerves. So it's a really good stress reducing tea, and it calms the nerves in the digestive system. So sometimes all the little nerves in our digestive system, it's what our problem is when we have digestive issues. It helps reduce inflammation. It's antibacterial, and like I said, it's really easy to grow. You know, I also started to drink some nettle leaf because it supports the adrenals. My adrenals were in overdrive for half of my life. So it's a really amazing adaptogen. So it helps, you know, it's an anti-stress herb. It's really good for bone health, helps with the reproductive system. Really, really amazing for, you know, reducing stress and supporting the adrenals and the whole endocrine system. I also was into the red clover. I still drink all of these teas, so it just depends where I'm at. Red clover, I choose my tea based on what's going on in my body. I don't just look at a packet with 10 different herbs and go, oh, this sounds nice. I choose the herbs based on what's going on in my body. So the red clover was to cleanse my lymphatic system. It's a really good blood purifier. It remineralizes, breaks up stored fats. So it's good for a bit of weight loss and fatigue. It really helps with fatigue. I was loving the licorice root, proper licorice root. And I drink loose leaf tea because tea bags have plastic and bleach in them, unless you get specific ones that don't. Generally, tea bags have that in it. So you want loose leaf tea. You can make it as strong and as weak as you like as well. So I make quite a strong tea now. But the licorice root helps fight pathogens in the body like Epstein-Barr virus. It helps flush those things out because those things, pathogens stay in our body. A viral load stays in our body for years and years. Shingles, all of those things. It's really important for autoimmune disease. So if you have an autoimmune disease, licorice root is amazing for that. It helps restore the adrenals because if you have had these pathogens in your body for years, your body starts to work in overdrive. Your adrenals always try and pick up the pace for the rest of your organs, your liver, your thyroid. It starts to produce an adrenal blend to keep your thyroid functioning. So licorice root is great to help restore that. And it stops the pathogens from procreating, from surviving and creating more in the body. So licorice root is another great one. There's so many other, you know, raspberry leaf tea, loads of different herbs that you can add, but look them up and see what is good for whatever's going on in your body right now. But what I do is I have my cup, I have a tea strainer that I put in, and I might do a bit of lemon balm with some nettle leaf and red clover. I let that steep probably for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I put a bit of honey in because honey helps boost the properties. It has its own healing properties as well. Honey is amazing for the body. So I pop that in and then I sit down and I don't stand up and walk around drinking my tea. I sit down and enjoy it and let my body use it and reap the benefits of the tea. So you can create new habits, and it doesn't have to take a couple of weeks to do. You can be plugging away at a new habit over a year, 2 years. Like for me, to start to get into drinking herbal tea, it was probably 4 or 5 years. You know, bits here and there. I'd get into it and then I wouldn't, and then I'd, you know, forget about it. But now it's an absolute habit and I love it, and I look forward to having my tea. So these are things that, like, I don't want you to stress about not being able to give up dairy if that's something that you're looking at doing, or whatever it is. Don't stress if you mess up. You can keep going. You will get there. You are human. So pop it in the comments if any of this makes sense. If you know you want to learn a bit more about how you can create your own habits, this is what I work on with people, creating new habits. And this is a lifestyle thing. It's not like, you know, I'm just going to drink my herbal tea until, you know, next November. No, like, we're creating new habits for a lifetime here. We're removing toxins for a lifetime. We're eating clean most of the time for a lifetime. We're changing what we're doing. We're changing our mindset to, if you want longevity in your health, these are things you've got to do over the span of your life. So this is how I work with people. It's about education. So you're learning why you're doing things, how to do things, and this is going to be a lifestyle change for you. It's not just 6 weeks, 8-week cleanse, 28 days, whatever. It's lifestyle choices. And so you just start to do them naturally. I naturally buy natural products. I buy natural products. I don't look at buying anything else. One, they're too expensive because I see what cleaning products are worth these days, and what I can make my foaming hand soap for, or my dishwashing tablets, or my washing powder is like, I think people are paying like up to $20 for washing powder now. I can make it for a couple of dollars and there's no crap in it. So basically it's a habit. This is what I do. This is, you know, my children are now learning how to do this as well. So they are creating the habits for a lifetime to ensure that their health is better. So drop it in the comments if you understand, and if what's a habit that you've found really, really hard to break.